I hope you all are good. Over the past few weeks, we have seen a lot of AI agents and browser automation tools hitting the market, such as Manus and ChatGPT also launched ChatGPT operator that allows you to, browse and automate your tasks that you normally do through manually through your browsers. But all of these AI agents for browser automation, they are not really up to the mark, especially these cloud-based, because of they are not as fast as you might want them to be, and they are also not really cost effective. So considering all of these things, so I've been searching through a lot of browser automation tools, and I came across this tool which is called browse use. This is YC baked, and they actually offer as well the AI agent through cloud, and you can also it's an open source project, so you can also use it directly through a browser, directly through your local disk. So what we are going to use is, so for example, they have two options. So one is their browsers that is built from the scratch, so you can basically clone their library and build a project from the scratch, so you can actually give sort of a task and it will do it. And they also have a built-in web UI based experience as well. So first I'm gonna show you how it actually works. So in here you can see, so it actually goes through your web, and whatever the task you assign it, it does that. And you can also view all the recording of it, like what kind of a task it did. So we are going to actually launch it through our own browser, and we are going to see how it actually works and how a better experience it provides compared to the other AI agents, for example, Menace or the operators. So first, let's go, or you can use an IDE. For example, currently I'm using the cursor, but you can also use PyCharm or Visual Studio or any other IDE you are using. So I'm gonna go, and you can create a project. So I already created, and in here in the folder, what you are going to do is the clone repository URL that we just copied. So you are going to copy this and paste in the terminal. You can do it from, for example, if you are on Mac, you have terminal. If you are on Windows, so you are going to go to command prompt, or you can just use cursor and it's terminal, and you are going to paste the link we just copied from GitHub and going to hit enter. But as I already did, so I'm not gonna do this, and I'm simply going to open the, so as soon as you download the folder, the run this command, you will have this folder that will come up, and it will have all the dependencies, everything. So what you are going to do is you are going to sorry so you are going to create an env file. The env file will actually, so let me actually set it up again properly. So what you need to do is you need to go to OpenAI, and on the OpenAI you are going to the dashboard, and on the dashboard you have to go to API keys section, and in here create a new API key. So let's call it browser automation. I already have one because I was testing this. So and now click on create secret key, and it will generate you with an API key. Now you have to create, you will not have actually .env file. So what you need to do is in your main folder, not in the web slash UI, not in this folder, but in the main folder that you have, you are going to create a .env file. Now in here just write open AI API key, and then paste that copied OpenAI API key that you got from the OpenAI. Now what we need to do is go to the terminal. uh, s- so now let's go to the terminal. I'm gonna zoom in a bit more. Now you can see. So now what I'm gonna do is we are in the browser tool folder, so I'm gonna do cd and web UI. Now you can see previously it was a browser tool folder. Now we are in web UI folder. Now we are going to run this Python web. So it got a file which is called web ui.py. So we are going to run this file web ui.py. So you need to write Python and then web ui.py. Now it's launching and it launched the application. It's now running. Let's go to the URL it provided. Now let's this is now you can see we got the option like you can actually customize the agent and set up how many times it should run, but we are not going to change in here. You also got the open LLM configuration. So for example, you can select actually different LLMs. For example, there are options available from DeepSeek to Llama and OpenAI. So DeepSeek and Llama, you can also use the tools that are free. For example, open source model of Llama or DeepSeek. If you don't want to spend on OpenAI API keys, OpenAI API cost. Now we are straight going to, run the agent, and it already got prompt, but we are going to use a different prompt. So let's give it a task. So basically, essentially, what you might want to use it for is like social media. You want to automate your posting and everything, and you want to like go through your social media and answer your messages. So for that reason, so what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna ask it to probably like log into my account and do certain tasks. But what we are going for the purpose of this video, we are going to ask it to let's ask it to open go to Google, search LinkedIn, and open LinkedIn login page and enter login details. We are pretending to be like name iox, and in the password we are going to use like probably let's say anything, and let's see if it does this task. So it probably opened a browser. It's on the second window of mine. So now let's see if it properly works out. So it opened Chrome, and then next let's see what it does. Okay, now it's going to LinkedIn, and now let's see if it works. So it opened up LinkedIn, and now let's see if it input my details that I provided and try to log in. Screen is a bit flickering. I'm not sure what kind of a issue they have, but overall it's pretty decent compared to if you look at the operator by ChatGPT. It wasn't as good as this one is working, like in terms of real-time experience, that you get the feeling of it going through, but they were really slow compared to how it's working. And since the password and everything was wrong, so let's close this one, and now let's test a deep research as well. So we are going to give it a maximum of one iteration, and it also already got a prompt. So we are going to use this already provided prompt, and let's see what it does. So maximum search iteration means like how many times it should open the browser and do the research. So we have selected one time. So let's see how it does the job. Now it opened the browser, and let's see what it does. So it went to Google, and going to go to through the study. Now it will go through these different uh, you know uh, sources, and we'll try to generate a report that we asked it for. So it does the job of an LLM, a deep research LLM, like the deep research offered by ChatGPT or Perplexity. And it also does the job of an agent that can automate your tasks as well. So this is pretty cool, and the experience you get with this is lot better compared to the experience that ChatGPT operator provide or the Manus provide. We are also going to make a video on Manus, so we will also compare with this browser tool as well to see how it compare to browser tool versus Manus is. But eventually Manus is more like a cloud based platform, so it won't have a real-time experience as this provides, because you are essentially running Chrome directly in your browser. Now you can see it generated us with a deep researched report, and it also um, uh, generated the references from where it took the information from. And you also get below in here the file as well. So if you want, you can actually get it in a downloadable format and later use it. So it's I think this is pretty cool compared to what this can do, what ChatGPT operator or menaces are trying to achieve. Essentially, with cloud, just like cloud gaming, you won't be able to have a real time experience. So these agents that you can actually run locally are going to be like essential. That's all for this video. I hope you may have liked it, and we will